All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Joan, Jim, Doctor, John. How are y'all doing? See if we can get something going here today. This account needs it. This account is slacking. Got some news coming up. Let's see, what do we have? Got some low impact news. But then we also have the Canadian GDP. Last time I saw that, it moved the market a bit, so I will definitely respect it this time. Yeah, and I see some other news that's a little bit later. Consumer confidence at 10 a.m. That's a big one. So that's the downside about pre-market trading, though, is that sometimes when there's news events like right after the open or a little bit later, sometimes the market can just be terrible until then. So I got to have that extra patience in pre-market for sure. That's also why this one account is my little scraggler account. All my other accounts are doing well, doing just good, because the days that I do get to trade after the open, I trade all those accounts. So in February, I had like 4 or 5 days I did get to trade after the open, and I don't trade this little 25K account. So I missed out on all those good days. We had a nice run up. Since about 4 in the morning.
Potential TX on YM. Potential double TX on YM.
30 tick. Just had an SLZ with HD there. But if this reversal bar closes down here, we may get a little bit of choppiness. It's at 12,100 area again. Now ICE is on that level. Let's see if Simplicity goes or if it chops here. But other than, I see a crash down here at 12,042-ish. That's a nice little area. If it goes down, if the market goes short, this is probably too far for pre-market. These double mini magnets down here at the 0.7 dev. Yeah, that's too far away. Up here we have another crash at about 154. So our immediate areas that I'm seeing would be this crash down here at about 042 and right above at about 050 or 154. It's kind of two areas I'm looking at there. Do have a Simplicity short going here, but right into these area ZOI mini magnet, dynamic magnets. 50 tick is not in chop, so not looking for any breakouts. Just looking for pullbacks now.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on YM.
Morning, Peter.
Double TX on YM. Potential TX on NQ. Potential TX on YM.
This will probably come down to that ice level, though. Because when it came through it on the 30 tick here, it came up, had a coil chop with a cluster on it, and then went back up. So I'm sure it's going to come back down and test that. Especially that's that 12-100 level. It's been really strong. Morning, Jimmy. Yeah, I see it's trying to form a Lorex there on the 10. No, Jim, I just loaded the SLZ detector.
Potential OP rejection on NQ.
Good morning, Safar. I initially would want to take a pullback off of this area, but we can see it's clearly struggling on this dynamic magnet, especially if I pull up the simplicity chart. Struggling there. So if it pulled up now, I mean, we do have that potential Lorex on the 10 tick that is trying to set up. So I'd be going immediately against that, and I really wouldn't want that. So with it struggling to break that dynamic magnet, Lorex right here, I would not take a LRE short to go against it.
Potential TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
few more minutes for this news to come out. Looks like market is waiting for this news. Yep, that blue ice is where I was expecting the market to come down to. That 12,100 level has been really, really strong.
Potential TX on NQ.
Morning, Daniel. All right, that news is out. Morning, Tony. Yeah, we do have settlement not too far away as well. It's quite a bit to get through to get to settlement, though. If this pulls all the way back up to that dynamic magnet, depending on what it looks like, I may go short off of that. We do have HD. If it pulls up to there, I'll probably go short and try to take it back down to all this stack and everything down there. See if it'll make it. Nah, it didn't pull back. It didn't pull back enough.
Potential TX on NQ. Double cluster NQ.
Hitting all those order prints now. There's not much below this on the 30 tick. All there is a Paul. Right above settlement. But this thing may just go straight to settlement. See, I wanted to be in this. It just never gave me my pullback. Those are the ones that are tough too. Whenever you have a read, like I have a read, but I just needed to wait for a pullback for an entry, but it didn't give me my entry. And there was no simplicity entry. Simplicity entry was too early. The one pullback that it gave that I did like was right at the news drop back here at 8:30. 8:30:17 or 8:30:30, right in that area off that dynamic magnet with HD. I liked that. But there was news at that time, so It's tough sometimes, David. And now I'm not taking this pullback, because I would like it, but settlement's right there, and I'm not going to take something off of settlement. See, we're pulling back to this dynamic magnet, which was those levels here. Oh, look, see? Man, it's shot down too. See, and I like that one, but settlement's right there. That's the rule. I can't trade through settlement. I just can't. I'd prefer a reset around here and then give another short. That'd be really nice. Yeah, Thumper, I have my going short. That was my target I mentioned right here at about 043, this crash. If going short, that's where I'd be targeting overall.
Potential TX on YM.
I would expect some hesitating at that red ice, though. And just below it, you got red ice here, Paul just above it, and all the way looking left, double clusters right below it. So right in that area, I'd probably expect some hesitating before it continues down, if it does. Yeah, I'd really love a reset right now, or even around the ice area. Just give us a reset in between, right now, between ice and settlement. Reset and then go short below ice. That'd be optimal. But I mean, if it just keeps pushing hard short, then I'll take a pullback. I'll take an LRE without a reset. Depending on the rest of the sniper charts.
Potential TX on YM.
Still prefer a reset, though. Just to be safe.
Double cluster YM.
Come on, Simplicity. Let's reset now. I see a little green line there. Come on, Simplicity. I have a cluster on the 30 right here as well. Nice little cluster. Okay. Tested settlement there. Dropped a brand new eye zone, green eye zone, right here on this low.
Potential TX on NQ.
All right, let's see if we get a flip now. Maybe I shouldn't say that because market does opposite of everything we say. So I should tell it not to flip. All right, if this bar, if we can get this to close up on simplicity, we'll have a reset. Looks like we'll get it. At the same time, we got to not be completely short biased either. Do you have this potential mini magnet on the 30 tick? So that'd be beautiful if it laid this mini magnet here, bar closes short, and then we flip back short. That'd be nice. That'd be an indicator right here to tell me we will continue pushing short down to that ZOI. So that's what I'm looking for. If we get this mini magnet, this bar to close short, and then we get a simplicity short, then I'll definitely be looking to go short to that crash. Hey, Imran. Yeah, that's correct. But I'm on day 33. I'm not on trading day 33. I'm on day 33 of streaming. Trading days, I think I'm at 17 or 18, something like that. And had a really, 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 really bad January. I lost like $300 in January. And then I had a good February, but I didn't trade this account a lot. I missed like 5 trading days in February on this account. So, but I still have the account, and it's only $390 short. Actually, $300 what? $7, not $390. So, most people blow their accounts in less than 30 days. Discipline, money management, and patience. Yeah, 308. Or most people try to get funded in 7 days or blow their accounts. That's okay. 308, 390, same thing. It's still 3 something. But yeah, like I said, most I don't know. Let me check my trading days actually. Let me see. Let me see exactly how many trading days I have on that account. While the market is chopping on settlement. Plus, I only trade pre-market, so keep that in mind. If I traded after the open, it would not take me as long. So there's many days that I don't get a trade. Let's see. This is account 66. Okay, now I'm actually at 24 trading days. So day 33 or whatever I put it on there, but 24 trading days. So yeah, I mean, I would prefer not to be below 25,000, but the account is not blown, and I have plenty of drawdown left. Yeah, see, and to me, and I get it. I understand. Most people, and I've had people before comment, "Oh man, you're, day 30 something and you're negative." Yes, but I'm surviving, right? If you follow Daryl, his first rule with trading is survive. And of course, we all want to make money, but if you blow account after account after account after account in under 30 days, then when you end up finally getting a funded account, what are you probably going to do with that funded account in under 30 days? Probably going to blow it, just being honest. So to me, if it takes me 30, 60, 90 days to get funded, well, that tells me with my funded account, it's going to probably last at least that long. And of course, we all want to make money. That's why we trade, right? But first step, survive. Second step, be consistent. Well, they kind of go hand in hand, but you got to be consistent. And then after you nail consistency, you'll eventually, in the long term, be profitable. Yeah. We do have a simplicity long going here. I didn't take it, and I'll tell you why. Well, we do have the double clusters on the 30 tick here, but going back up, we were going back into all those obstructions here to the left, and see that's exactly where price just stopped. So that also the 50 tick here, we were going right back to the top of this bar, meaning this might turn into a chop box. So if this continued long, I would take an LRE, but I didn't want to take this simplicity entry, especially since, we're still pretty close to settlement. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, and that's my logic. And, well, not my logic. That's everything I've learned from everybody. Daryl, Mark Douglas, everybody that I've ever seen, any trading psychologist, it's all, trading is all probabilities. So technically, really, there's strategy is not as important. Money management is one of the most, money management and the discipline to follow it is the most important, because when you put probabilities in your favor, as long as you're not trading too large, you'll be profitable over time. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, Jeff, I'm not saying, it's a bad thing to reset or get a new account, especially if it's way down, I've done that many times. So yeah, and that's in 50% off resets. What was it like? What is it, like $40 then? Something like that. Especially if you have an 80% off account still. Yeah. And it's not about to renew. And that's the thing with these trader evaluations and stuff. There's still like a fine line of you still kind of have to play the game of the evaluation side as well, right? So, if you got an 80% off account, you're about to renew in a few days and you're down 1,700, $2,000 or something, you might as well just go for it and let it. And if you blow it, let it renew and reset. So there's still those dynamics you gotta kind of play. In my opinion, some people would argue and say, well, it's better just to come back all the way back, and I agree that can help, but at the same time, it's not our money. It's not our, we're doing evaluations. All right, we're coming up to the ice again. I like that we came back through that level.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
If this keeps going long, I would kind of want it to just go ahead and break above that ice level again and then pull back to it and go long off of it. Because I don't think this is... Because an LRE would be off this wall right here right now. There's not really a lot of room. We got the gap level. Excuse me. We got the gap level. This COI. Now we just had a TX. Yeah, I would kind of prefer this to break above the ice here and then take a long off of it. Although we had a trapped or an exhaustion box on the 30 tick that was setting up off the ice, and I didn't like that. But let's see what it does here at the ice level. $12.092.25 was yesterday's close. Right above this wall. I wouldn't be taking a pullback here either off this gap level because we have a little bit of a chop going on here. Laying a potential paw on this ice level on the 30 tick.
Double cluster YM. Potential TX on YM.
It actually might come back down to settlement. Because this is how you can play the 50 tick bar. Right here, we're at the top. If we get a short right now, But I just don't like these obstructions here. But if we get a short now, we could play it all the way back down to settlement. Yeah, exactly. And if it forms that box and we get a short right here at the top of it,
Potential TBS on NQ.
might get a TBS here. TBS short. Nope, went away. Yeah, this can be kind of a crucial area here. Oh, it's back, the TBS. I might have to take this short under this wall. If it lays this TBS here.
Double cluster NQ.
See what it does. This is going to be a crucial area. It's either going to bust above that ice level, or if this TBS closes on the 10 tick, which is not a simplicity entry anymore. So, but it's still, if a TBS closes short on the 10 tick and gives a simplicity entry, we're at the top of that 50 tick bar. Pretty sure it'd come back down to settlement, or at least that cluster right above settlement on the 30. I'd be looking for a quick target, quick scalp. Maybe 10 points or so. Struggling though. This could go either way at this point.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
If we do get a simplicity long entry though above the ice level, I'll probably jump in that. Because that ice level at 12,100 has been so strong. Or if I get an entry right above it, that means my stop will be below it. And I could just hang out there and see if it'll run.
Potential elevator on NQ.
At 9 a.m. volume coming in. All right, let's see if we get an entry here. Got an early entry. I'll put my stop below the gap level. This bar can close at 103. It'll close with a trapped X box and a paw on the 30 tick.
Potential TX on YM.
Hopefully it does not retrace all the way down for me. It barely broke that dynamic magnet.
Potential TX on NQ.
Okay, that one did not work out.
Order filled.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on YM.
Man, market decided to wake up. Looks like it is going to stay in that chop box. Oh, there's an early entry short I just missed. Dang it. I missed that short. I was looking over at my 50 tick. See, we just had an early entry short here. Right here, right below the wall.
Potential TX on
Kind of where I was looking earlier. We're back to it. I could... we have a cluster there.
double cluster NQ.
I like this short. It's a little bit risky, but I like this short to come back down to settlement. It could start chopping on me, though. We've got a lot of OP up here in clusters to tell me that sellers should be pushing this down now. Let's see if it works out. We got those double clusters. I'm at break even now. We got those double clusters on the 30 at settlement. So I kind of want to keep it tight, but I kind of want to see if it'll break settlement. But it probably won't just break. Yeah, see. I should have taken profit right there. But it's hitting that settlement a second time. That's where it stopped before. It's just a strong push. So I'm seeing if the new volume coming in will push through. Might knock me out first, though. Unfortunately. Especially when they're trying to lay that mini magnet on settlement on the 30 tick. Yeah. Should have taken profit. See, that's the other thing. Always take profit at targets. Knock me out at even.
Order filled.
Do have an LRE here, though. Right at my entry. That is an LRE.
Order filled.
It's a little bit aggressive for me to get back in, but it is an LRE right off that wall. The reason why it is aggressive is because it did bounce off a settlement and it looks like it's wanting to lay that mini magnet on it, and it has double clusters there. But because we still didn't make it to the bottom of that 50 tick bar, that's why I was kind of having the bias that this will probably break long. That's why I was having the bias that it'll break through settlement, but it doesn't look like it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this one. All right. Man. Yeah, it's a reset after the LRE though. Which that's fine. Like you can take an LRE and it reset and you're still in it. Because the LRE, it pulled back here. Pulled back. And then this green wouldn't have stayed until the bar closed. But the bar wouldn't be closed when you got in. It closed after you got in. Yeah, Dynami X. It's to get a 25K funded. No, I don't leave runners. But I should have. I definitely should have got out at that because that was my target. I even said it's probably going to go to that cluster above settlement and went exactly there. But because it pushed so hard, I just left it at break even. That way I would allow it to break through because it pushed hard. That's the only reason. If it struggled to get down there more, then I would have felt comfortable taking profit. But since it started pushing really hard, and that was the second time it was coming down to it, I wanted to give it the chance to break through. Now it looks like it wants to go. We got this mini magnet on the 30 right there that just closed. Tell me it'll probably push through, but now we're at settlement. And right in between those double clusters.
Order submitted.
It's going to go now. That mini magnet on the 30 tick is what told me that. I may take a regular entry. Let's see if it pulls back.
Order canceled.
See if this will go down to at least that red ice there. because it just broke that cluster, the double clusters. We got an entry here now, a regular entry. I wanted the early entry, but I didn't get it. See if we can push down to that paw and ice. We're right into this green eye zone too, so
Potential TX on NQ.
all right. Put a stop behind this new ZOI that it laid. Oh, popped up and got me out. All right, well, I recouped some of that loss. It popped through, so I threw my stop behind that new ZOI behind the paw. Unfortunately, it popped right back up and got me out, but at least I got some of it back. If this pulls back for an LRE, that would be at settlement, so I wouldn't take that. And 30 tick is in ODD state now with a big hill, little hill. See, if I would have got the early entry, though, it's just so close to settlement, and the double clusters were still right there, so that's why I was hesitated and missed it. But I would have gotten about 8 points if I would have got that early entry. Yeah, I mean, because we're hiding behind that order. I mean, it was fine that happened, but as soon as it busted through, that's what I always like to do, is throw my stop behind some order prints like this to kind of protect it. Because a lot of times it'll come down and then, stay below it. But, this time popped right back up. It is an ice level, so. Yep, getting 9:15 now, so. Took I think I hopped in 4 times, 4 different trades, so that should be about it for me today. 14 tick loss. Not too bad. Not good, but
Double cluster NQ.
yeah, exactly, Jean. It was the target, and that was what what I usually, so I like for it. If it hits the target and breaks through, I'll throw my stop right behind it. If it struggles at the target, then I'll tighten up. That's the way I manage it. It's just, like I said, that one at settlement got there fast and didn't struggle, so I left it at break even. That's the risk, though, with trailing trades. Because if I had a target, my 5-point target, I could have had taken profit for sure. It's still pushing hard. Let's see. Don't like that we have a Xbox here with ODD on the 30 tick at the moment. But we're still pushing towards that ZOI crash here. We're getting closer.
Potential TX on YM.
So if this keeps pushing though, the next couple minutes and gives another nice LRE. If we can get rid of this little Xbox here on the 30 tick, if it could push down a little bit more, maybe 065, and then pull back, as long as it's not too close to the dark zone. There we go. We lost the Xbox on the 30 tick. If we can get a decent little pullback now to the red ice, I may take a short from there. As long as nothing else comes up. We have a cluster on the 30 tick now. Right there. Let me see where the orders are on that cluster. Oh, they're pretty even. 77 and 70 on that cluster on the 30 tick. It's just a nice level up there at that red ice with the ZOI on the pawl at the exact same level as the pawl on the 30 tick. It's hard to not take this.
Order filled.
My stop is behind that ZOI pawl. It is getting close to dark zone, but just trying to see if it'll get a move here quick, and then I'll get out. It's bouncing on that cluster a little bit now. There we go. Stops just behind the cluster on the 30 tick now. Since that cluster's the fight short 1 for the moment. Getting close to dark zone, so let's see. Let's see if it'll knock me out at even or if it'll continue short. Might get me out at even. Yeah, knock me out at even. All right. That's going to be a wrap for me today. Nothing ran really for me. Take my 13 tick loss on the day. 14 ticks. If I'd have taken all the little scalps, it would have worked out better. But that's the way it goes sometimes. You know, sometimes they run, sometimes they don't. So walk away with my 13 ticks. Throw this into 13 tick loss. Or 14 on that 25K account. Throw this into sim. All right, y'all. Trade well. Watch that news at 10 a.m. And have a good day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.